Do what looks quite complicated. These terms look complicated. Factorising monic quadratic expressions. What we're going to be dealing with is the reverse of the expansion of binomials. If we've got an equation in the form x squared plus bx plus c, we want to be able to go back so that it ends up in brackets, something like this. To do it, we find the two numbers that are the product of c and add to give the sum of b. So the product of c is over here and add to give the sum of b. Use these two numbers then to write the binomial product. X plus or minus, bracket x plus or minus. It looks difficult at the start, but if we follow the logical steps, it shouldn't be too hard. So let's have a look at our first example. Factorize x squared plus 11x plus 24. Now if I was to look at my c, in this case, this is my c. So c is equal to 24. What I need to work out is what numbers multiply together to give 24. There's a number of numbers that multiply to give 24, and I know you're keen. Just wait. So we could have 1, we could have 2, we could have 3, we could have 4, we could have 6, 8, 12, and 24. That's a lot of numbers. There's a lot in this case. But then if I look at my c, my b, sorry, that's the number in front of the x. So I want two numbers that multiply, add together to give 11. So I've got to look through this and work out which two numbers multiplied together, added together, give 11. And in this case, my two numbers that will add together to give 11 actually happen to be 3 and 8. So I take those two numbers, 3 times 8 is 24, 3 plus 8 is 11. I then can rewrite it in the form of a binomial. And because it's positive, it'll just be x plus 3, x plus 8. Now I could double check that, I could expand it out. First times first gives me x squared. I could do x times 8, which is 8x, plus 3x is 11x. 3 times 8 is 24. That one was a little bit more tricky because you've got lots of factors of 24. Let's have a look at example 2, where we're dealing with a 6. It's got a negative, but it's a little bit more straightforward. X squared minus 5x minus 6. So my c in this case is equal to minus 6. Be careful with your minus. Now let me write it in a different way this time. I can have 1 times 6. I could have, sorry, it'd be minus 1 times 6. I could have 1 times minus 6. I could have minus 2 times 3, or I could have 2 times minus 3. So I've got those possible factors. But remember, I'm also looking for one where the b, which is equal to minus 5, will also work out. If I start going through this, minus 1 plus 6, that gives me positive 5. 1 plus minus 6, so that's 1 minus 6, actually gives me minus 5. So that leads me to the conclusion that it's 1 and minus 6. So then I can write my brackets again with my binomial, and it's going to be plus 1 minus 6. So you just take those factors you've worked out that add to give the number, and you just put them straight in, and you'll have your answer. What about example 3? Again, what's this one? M squared minus 7m minus 18. So my C is equal to minus 18. That could be minus 1 times 18, or 1 times minus 18. It could be, what else have we got? Minus 3 times 6, or 3 times minus 6. It could also be minus 2 times 9, or 2 times minus 9. Those are my factors, multiplying together. When I come to B, that's minus 7. So I've now got to look through which ones of these might add to minus 7. Straight away, 1 and 18, discount it. Can't do it. 3 and 6, minus 3 plus 6, that's only 3. 3 plus minus 6 is minus 3. So I'm left with these two. Hopefully it becomes a quicker process of elimination.
They're both the same.
If I do minus 2 plus 9, I end up at positive 7, not negative 7. So it's got to be this last one of 2 and minus 9. So I've worked that out. X plus 2 then, x minus 9. Question 4. Y squared minus 2y plus 1. This actually looks like our easiest one. When I come to do it, if C is equal to 1, that means I can only have 2 possible sets of factors. I could either have 1 times 1 or minus 1 times minus 1. Be aware of that. That a negative times a negative gives you a positive. In this case, my B is equal to minus 2. 1 plus 1 cannot equal minus 2, but minus 1 must equal minus 2. So when I write that in my binomial, this time it's a y, be careful with that. It becomes y minus 1 times y minus 1. In fact, if you look carefully enough at that, you'll notice that they're actually the same. So you could actually write it as y minus 1 all squared. That's actually how you factorize monic quadratic expressions. Follow the logic, C and then B, and then just write it out.